This is Sonnie from Fairhaven Wealth. The purpose of this video is to explain the process of engaging with me and with Fairhaven Wealth. The first meeting that we have is free and no obligation. That meeting, I'll provide a brief spiel about my background, what Fairhaven does, and how we do it. But it's really about you. In that meeting, we'll discuss what you're actually looking to get out of a relationship with an advisor. We'll talk about your circumstances, what you're wanting to achieve, perhaps the risks that you're wanting to manage. And everyone I've spoken to has found that meeting really valuable. If you're in the Christchurch area, we meet face to face. The meeting tends to go from 45 minutes, often a little bit longer than that. And I'm happy to meet you at your home or at your place of work. Alternatively, I've got a number of meeting rooms that we can meet at, and the meeting room in question will be as convenient as possible for you. If you're outside of the Christchurch area, we can conduct that meeting via Skype and any subsequent meetings as well. Following that meeting, and one of the purposes of having that meeting is, I guess, to determine whether and how I might be able to help you, and also to see whether there's a fit personality-wise, because it's really important to have a good relationship with an advisor who's going to help you with something that's such an important part of your life. If I don't think there's a fit, or I think somebody else might be able to help, I've got relationships with a number of advisors, and I'd be very happy to refer you to someone who I think would be suitable. Following that meeting, I provide a proposal. So I'll send an email, which is fairly detailed, where I'll set out a proposed scope of services, and in most cases a fixed fee that I'll charge inclusive of GST for the provision of those services. If you want to go ahead, we then have a second meeting. In that meeting, we'll go into a lot more detail than our prior meeting. It's kind of a fact-finding meeting where I'll be asking a lot of questions, trying to get some fidelity about your circumstances, your needs, and your objectives, what you're wanting to achieve financially and from a lifestyle perspective. I'll also be going through in a lot more systematically than in the initial meeting. Following that meeting, I may request some further information to enable me to provide a report. I'll then prepare a report. I may need to meet again or contact you to clarify some things, but generally from there I'll be able to prepare this report. It'll be fairly detailed. It will be based on the scope of the services that you want, but it will set out my understanding of your situation and how I think I can help or provide advice and some recommendations to enable you to achieve those goals and manage the relevant risks. I prepare that report and I provide it to you in draft form, and following that we'll have a meeting where we'll discuss the report and my advice to you. And the reason I do it in draft is so it enables you to ensure that my understanding of your circumstances and what you're wanting to achieve is correct. And it also gives you an opportunity to read through it and ask questions that you either want clarifying or that you want me to expand upon on the meeting or in the report. Following that meeting, I'll finalise the report. I'll provide that to you, and at that point I will generally provide you with the invoice for the fixed fee that I've suggested or that I've proposed initially and that you've accepted. If you want to engage me on an ongoing basis, that's terrific, if that's suitable for you, and during that process we'll discuss how it is that I might be able to help and what the pricing of that will be. That can be on an ongoing basis, or it can be ad hoc as and when you think you need further advice. So that's a process. Initial free, no obligation meeting to begin with. From there I'll provide a proposal if I think I can help you. At least one detailed meeting where I try and get a great insight into your circumstances so that I can provide tailored advice. I'll provide a draft report, then we'll meet and we'll discuss the contents of that report. From there, I'll finalise it and provide the invoice at that point. That's it in a nutshell. And if you've got any questions about how I can help you, absolutely feel free to contact me.